So in the past several years, the sharing economy has become a burgeoning phenomenon. But what is exactly the sharing economy? It is an economic model based on the sharing the underutilized assets ranging from spaces to skills to stuff for monetary or non-monetary benefits. It is largely focused on the P2P marketplaces, which means that both sides of the intermediaries, the buyers and the suppliers, are actually decentralized rather than centralized, such that there's no single seller sells the product or services to all the consumers. But when we think about this, and then we think about this is good, and then what is the impacts of that bringing to our society? This is a picture taken 3 years ago. It shows that thousands of taxi and limo drivers gathered to strike and protest against the car-sharing services in London because it threatens their livelihood. Clearly, the sharing economy exerts great threats to the taxi industry, but we need to take a broader perspective and ask, besides those negativity, are there benefits to our society? Clearly, there's benefits to the consumers. The sharing economy provides greater access, the lower prices for essentials for the consumers, such as housing, transportation. This is a study done by Lyft. It shows that 70% of the survey respondents would say that they would stay out longer and then they would go out more often after they use Lyft. They are also more willing to explore those harder to reach areas in the city. It also brought some benefits to the drivers, because actually many of them count on driving with a Lyft to bring in supplemental income to help cover food, housing, medical care, and other expenses in their life. So there are several types of flexible working options, such as job sharing, such as working from home, such as part-time. And the jobs that are created by the sharing economy, such as Lyft, Uber, Airbnb, is just one type of them. However, it's a highly flexible form of employment. It is even more flexible than the traditional form of employment, such as the moonlight shifts or other part-time jobs. Once I ride with a Lyft driver who is also a young mom, and she told me that once that her husband got back home, she hands over the baby to him, and then she starts driving with a Lyft. For her, maybe there's no other better jobs that would allow her to start at any time that she wants and end the job anytime she needs to. There are many, many stories like this that people like her who are not able to work full-time because of various constraints, such as family obligations, such as insufficient working credentials, are now able to drive with those car-sharing services and make their ends meet. Then the question is, who are those people that benefit from such great employment opportunity? Clearly, it's not the wealthy, right? So here I have two graphs. The one on the left shows that the unemployment rates across different areas in London. And the one on the right shows where the car-sharing drivers live. And it's easy to see that there's a correlation among the patterns in these two graphs, right? The drivers tend to come from the areas that has higher unemployment rates. So it is those people who are actually in a worse financial situation, those people who have no better alternative employment options, and those people who need the money to pay their bills are benefiting from such an employment option. So in order to measure the impact of the sharing economy, we choose to investigate the effects of the entry of the car-sharing services on consumers' default rates. So here's a graph shows that the bulk of the entry actually took place in between 2011 and 2015. But during the same time period, we can see that the personal bankruptcy rates in the US also experience a decline over the time. But there are many, many other reasons that may contribute to such decline, such as an improving economy, such as a changing credit environment, or a changing social environment towards filing a personal bankruptcy decision. So in our study, we collected the monthly personal bankruptcy filing rates across over 3,000 US counties for the past 7 years. And we compared the changes in the personal bankruptcy rates in the counties that with the presence of the car sharing services with those counties that without the car sharing services. We were able to find a causal relationship between the entry of the car sharing services and the decline of the personal bankruptcy. What we found is that after the car sharing services enter a county, the quarterly personal bankruptcy filings experienced a decline of 3 cases per 100,000 people, compared to a similar county that the car sharing services have not entered yet. So this number might seem small at the beginning, right? But it's actually translated to a 9.5% reduction in quarterly personal bankruptcy filing rates. If you would like to learn more about our research, so feel free to come to talk to us. Thank you.